Well, good afternoon. Welcome back into Rusty Hollow Garage. I got a few little, well, actually just one little maintenance thing that I'm doing today, and I thought I'd bring you along to let you see and just watching a little bit of routine maintenance and that sort of thing that we're doing to the 65 Plymouth. The day I brought it home, which was about 10 days ago now, 10, 11 days ago, I filled it up with gas and noticed that I had a drip and noticed or saw that the hose that connected from the filler neck to the tank, to the filler spout, I guess what you'd call it, going into the tank, that hose is just about gone. So I ordered one, hoping this is right. I forget who the company was. Shoot. But anyway, it's supposed to be it. It's hard to tell. So far I hadn't been able to tell that one side, according to this, is smaller than the other. I didn't realize that, but we'll find out here in just a few minutes. But while I was, before I started the camera, I was trying to taking the clamps off, just seeing what all was involved, and it had this old style spring, style clamp. Well, that one there was broke when I started. Well, then the second one, I actually broke it. So it couldn't handle it. So I'll just go back with modern day clamps, just regular old clamp. It's not won't have the original look, but if he gets down on the ground and looks at it and complains about it, well, I'll give it to him. But anyway, this right here will serve the purpose just fine. And I had a feeling those clamps wouldn't hold up very well, so we're gonna go back with these. Well, so I still have the hose on it. I hadn't taken that off yet. So I'm gonna set the camera down and I'm gonna take that off and we'll see if we can get this thing on here. And let's see, I'll show you where I'm at. Oh, if you come out through here, let's see if I can see. Right here is the filler neck from coming off of out here. That's going into the tank here, across into the tank. But that hose right there is what is bad and what we're going to attempt to fix. So hopefully I can get the camera in a good enough position to where maybe you can see, and we'll see what we can get done. I know you're getting a full-on view of the exhaust pipe there. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. So that's where we're going to be working at. So yeah, you can see it good. But so I hadn't filled it up with gas anymore. I've burnt pretty much one tank since having it, and so I just put a little bit in it up in night to just get me home. Still a little bit ran out when I took that clamp off a while ago. And I was gonna put some gloves on. I don't know about where you're at, but it is some kind of humid here in Tennessee. I tried putting gloves on. Gloves are not going on them hands. They are too sweaty, just will not slide on. So we'll just have to smell like gas the rest of the week or so. I'm hoping that this new one I have is the right one, because I'm getting ready to completely destroy this one. But oh well, it's not like it's my daily. So all right, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so it is two different sizes. All right, so it is definitely two different sizes, and you can see it lived a good 61 years. I would say that is the original. The inside looks pretty doggone good. It could have been just that broken clamp that was causing it to leak. but as bad a shape that's in, it's not gonna last long. It's gonna start leaking through. So we'll just replace it and go about our way here. One problem I do see is getting the new one on. I may have to take it loose up here and slide it up so I can get it to move backwards up here in the filler door. All right, let me come up there and see what I can do. Cause it's I need some space, so let me see what I can do here. Well, I don't see exactly what is down in there holding it. Well, it's some kind of bracket. There is a vent hose, and maybe I should have gotten that too. All right. Well, sorry about me going away there for a second. I went ahead and got this out. This hose is going to be replaced as well. And it was this hose is all, and I've got to take this all out in order to slide the new hose up on the one going to the tank. The tank is the smaller of the two, so I need to put this side on first, then put this back in and put it together. That way I have plenty of room. So while I'm doing it, I need to change this hose here and put a new one on. I mean, it won't bad, but to get it off, I just sliced it. So I'll just go I have to run and get me a new hose and get that on there and get it all back together. But in the meantime, I'll get this all cleaned up and I'll get it ready to go back in. The underside of this car was undercoated. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is heavy undercoat all under the whole car like that. Everything is coated with that undercoating, and it stayed on there. It stayed on there very well. But when you're taking stuff like this apart, I had to scrape away, like on this hose, it was completely covered with undercoating. But I had to scrape it away to find everything, and it ended up one of the clamps on that one was broke as well. So one of them wasn't, but I mean, just everything under the car is covered covered thick with this undercoating, which that is not a bad thing. That may be why it's in the shape it's in. Well, let me run out to town and get me a piece of hose, and I'll bring you right back in when I'm getting ready to put this back together. And hopefully we get this wrapped up here in just a little bit. And of course, whenever you start a job, you think you have everything laid out and ready to go, but you forgot one thing. Well, that's what I did today. But anyway, then when I get it all back together, I want to do a better walk around of the car. The night I brought it home, there was a storm, and I drove in a storm on the way home that night, but I was rushing and I didn't give you a very good walk around, so I wanted to do that in this video as well, just to show you under the hood and show you some of the future things that I'm going to be doing. Under the hood it needs it bad. I mean, it's been painted under there a long time ago, and it is wore off, and the paint on the engine is in bad shape. The car show I went to on Saturday, I didn't raise the hood. I just didn't look well, it didn't look good, and I just didn't want to raise it, and it looked bad, and just wanted the car to show on the outside, not the inside. But anyway, I'll give you a good tour of the car when I get back and show you the trunk, and trunk's in excellent shape, and show you around. You saw a little bit of the interior, but I'll show you some more of that. But we'll do a good walk around the car at the end of this video, and so stick around. We'll do that, and in the meantime, let me run and get some parts. Well, we'll see you back in just a minute. All right, I made it back. We got the piece of hose that we need. So we should be, I put all that together. Well, I bought all that just so I'd have it extra. But to be quite honest, if I had known, and times has changed bad. 3/4 hose, 2 foot long, and 2 clamps. If I'd have known it was going to be $15, I'd have got just a foot. But that's the world we live in today, and I guess I'm still stuck in the past. But $15 for a little old piece of hose and some clamps is just about ridiculous. But anyway, I just had to say it to get off my chest, I guess. Makes me feel better about it. Sorry you had to hear it. So all we gotta do is just cut and get down inside, and I'll have that extra. Just cannot lose it. And then I done the correct thing. I went and got the black paint before I left, and I cleaned this up and gave it a little spritz so it looks all nice and pretty. So I'll let that lay there and dry just a little bit more. It still feels a little tacky, but it looks better. So anyway, let's see if I can get this cut down to the right length, and we will begin putting this thing back together. I don't have my little fancy cutters here, so I just use my knife, but that will work. Let's see if we can just slide up on here. I'll bring you on over here a little closer to me. Let me put on my specs so I can see what I'm doing. I think it comes with age. That's what I was told. Eyesight, kind of one of those things that goes away. All right, that's back to where it was at. And then put the clamp on this side. I might have tightened that up just a little bit too much. Let's see here. Over. There we go. Snug it up just a little bit. There we go. Now, there's that one. And then this one. Oh, oh yeah. Oh, there we go. All right, so I'll put the clamp on that side of that one. So that does fit. It is 2 different sizes. You know, just like it looks. It was hard to tell with all the goop and grime that was on it. And I say goop and grime, it was grime. It was mainly just, it was undercoating that was on it. Whoever done it, he got his money's worth. It is, everything has a huge coating of that all under the car, and it, I think that's one of the reasons why the car is in good shape underneath, floor pans and trunk and all that. It's had a good coating on it over the years. And I also feel like, I don't know this for sure, but I felt like the car stayed in a carport, maybe not so much a garage, but a carport. I still feel like it had some sunlight that hit it in certain areas because the paint is so thin, and it just looks like it's just from where the sun maybe was shining in like a carport or something. You know what? I don't know how that's going to work. Let's see. May not work like I was thinking it was going to be. Now the hose is in the way for that. I need to slide that further on there, but I'm just about out of room. Yeah, I'm just about completely out of space with that hose. I have to just take a screwdriver and do it like we're changing a tire. If I can get it that close, I don't even know if I can get it that close or not. Yeah, it is, it's going to be tricky. Very tricky. Because the hose going to the pipe coming off the tank over here will not move. It don't have any move. I can take that bolt out, but that right there, it might take me a day and a half to get through to the head of the bolt. If you know what I mean. Let's see, let's just put this thing up. I'll just fight with it a little bit here. Uh-oh, we're getting somewhere. Maybe I was stressing over it for nothing. I was. Started. The tricky part is getting 2 of them to go at the same time, and that's gonna be the part that's kind of tricky, that you gotta have to fight with a little bit. But I think once we get it going, it should go on together. Maybe. Find my screwdriver here. It's too long. There we go. Now maybe I can just slide that up on there. Looks like we about got it. Yeah, there it is up in that. That is not far enough. Slide these clamps out the way. All right, that's in there. That is in there, good. Yeah, I think we're very close on that. So that's in there to there. This one is, oh yeah, it's that far. That's a good 3/4 of an inch. So it feels right. We're gonna make sure that our little clamp, it had a little tab on the side of it with a little screw inside the trunk that that held it in place. I don't know if that's gonna line up or not. We'll see. Just this one little screw right here. Well, there it is. I may have had the camera, we can't even see that, I don't know. Yeah, right there's a screw. So that screw is screwed into the little tab that was on the side of the filler neck. So that is pretty much got it. All I do is just put the clamps on and we should be good to go. This little project will be finished. Oh no, did I really do that? Man, why didn't y'all say something? Oh no. Oh well. It's got to have 2 of these. Whoopsie. Well, there is a way of doing this. I'm not taking that back apart if I can help it. Daggone it. Oh well. It's hard to be perfect every time, I guess. Okay, now, more than one way to skin a cat, isn't it? Not really, that was just a joke. I'm not skinning no cats. Better clarify that. I need that nut driver. That would be a whole lot easier. There we go. Okay, now that's the way it's supposed to look. All right, I'll show you the finished progress here. That's everything all clamped up, ready to go. Got these good and tight. Everything turned out to be just fine. I think we're good to go now. For maybe 61 more years, I would say. So if you ever have to change that, just go ahead and get you a piece of 3/4 hose, and of course your connecting hose, and just get both of them at one time. Don't do like I did and had to stop and go get it. But now I have enough here for some other little project. But I'm gonna show you a couple things that I'm gonna work on over the next few weeks, and I'm hoping a couple weeks you should see one drop on what I plan on doing under the hood. You hadn't seen under the hood. It needs to be painted. Still, it looks like it had some paint put on it years ago. And of course, all that's gone. Yeah, well, as a matter of fact, I know it has because it's painted black under here. And of course, it's a white car. So the firewall should have been white back in the day. And you can see where it's flaked off. But the engine motor needs to be painted. So I intend to get all this fixed up. Do all the firewall across. And then, of course, paint the engine. I'm going to take everything off the engine down here, the water pump and all that stuff off later, and paint it up and do it as best I can, with it in the car. Makes it a little bit tougher. But get these inner fenders painted on both sides, and then that will make them look a lot better. And just get it all cleaned up and make it presentable. May even take the hood off and flip it upside down and see if I can put a little paint here as well. But how about this? Still has the insulation under it. That when I raised the hood first time and saw that, I was a little bit amazed. I wasn't expecting to see the insulation still in it from years ago. But so anyway, in another couple weeks, this right here should hit, and what I'll do is I'm gonna just do a video of start to finish on it, and just from painting the motor, painting the firewall, fender wells, ready to support, doing all that stuff, and just making it presentable under the hood is what our goal is, and to get that looking nice. And then if you don't mind, if any of you are watching, comment below if you've ever worked on one of the back seat windows. This window here does not go down. I can hear the regulator, and it sounds like it actually leaves the bottom of the window and goes all the way down, but the window does not. So of course I keep it up because I'm afraid if I hit a bump in the road it could fall and all that kind of thing. But it sounds like it may be disconnected. But I'm pretty sure that I have to take the back seat out to get this panel off and all of that. But just comment down below if you ever worked on one and have a couple little tricks, what to look out for. Because I've never had one apart. I don't know what it looks like inside. The other side works okay. But while I've got the seat out and all that, I may take that panel off of it as well. And just check it and make sure everything looks good in there. Everything's lined up like it's supposed to be. And I haven't messed with them that much. I know that the passenger side will come down. The driver's side will not. And then one other thing it does need, it needs a headliner. Lucky for me, there was a new one that came with it. The gentleman I bought the car from, he had bought it and he left it in the car. So when I bought it, I have a new one in the box. But comment down below. Is that something that, how difficult is that of a task to take on? I've never done a headliner. But as you can tell, I have everything here. I'm not missing anything. I just don't want to dive into it without doing my homework first. But if I do this and don't get anybody to do it for me, then I'll bring you along with me on that. it might be a pretty stressful little thing, but I'll do my best. If I do it, I will definitely do my best to get it done and do it right. But just comment below again, if you have some tricks, knowledge, where to go to look, then let me know, because I want to get that done. The zip ties here, they're okay. They're just the wrong color. You know, if they'd have used burgundy zip ties, I'd have just left it. But no, they had to go and use white. But anyway, we'll put a headline in it. Let's see, inside the trunk. Oh, back to the guy that I bought it from. He done a really good job of the trunk. I think so. I mean, he cleaned it up really, really well, and he let's see, he put the mat in it. I've got my chairs in here today from the show, but he put the new mat in. But he covered it in bed liner, which, you know, that's okay. I don't have no problem with that. But you see up on the inner fenders, it looks pretty nice. And so but the floor pan's in good shape. Has done very well over the years, held up, looking well, and all that. But so I didn't have a whole lot to do to the car when I bought it. Trunk was done, interior is done, except for the headliner and the dash. I do need to find a dash somewhere. Not sure where yet. I hadn't located one, but I haven't done a lot of research yet. But so the headliner and the dashboard, and then of course under the hood. That's all I really needed to do, and then just enjoy it. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun little car. It's gonna be a nice face for our channel here, and I think we're gonna enjoy having it for years to come. But appreciate y'all hanging in there with me, and if you need to change your hose on your filler neck, don't worry about it. Piece of cake. You can get it done. All right, well, that's all I've got for you today. But continue to come back to see us. And don't forget to subscribe, and you're welcome just to hang out with us and enjoy what we're doing. And hopefully we can learn how to do some things as we go along. Yeah, just remember to like and subscribe and tell your friends. All right, from Rusty Hollow, we're out. Have a good day.